Hey guys, I hope everyone is doing well today. Back when this first started, when Gabby Petito was missing, I did cover this case and it was heart-wrenching. I mean, especially for obviously Gabby and her family, because I always thought that the Laundries knew what Brian did. You know what I mean? And I do believe that they knew that what he had done to himself, and it was just weird to me how the father found the body or the skull or whatever for the first time yet. The cops already searched there. This doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, I wanted to read this to you. It's an article. So Roberta Laundrie, which is Brian's mother, ended up writing a note to her son and labeled it burn after reading or burn after writing. I think it was, no, it was burn after reading. Apparently she's trying to lie and say it was to reference a book that they both loved, called Burn After Writing. And now that book is basically like a memoir journal type thing. The book asks you questions about your life, it's very intrusive. It's more like a journal. And so anyways, that's her excuse. So I'm just going to read this to you. I think this is bullshit. And they, like, Gabby Petito's family is suing the Laundries again because of this, which I think is great. They won last time, $3 million, because I know damn well the Laundries knew. They definitely knew. Wait till you hear this. So, Roberta Laundrie's letter to son after Gabby Petito's death. So she gave this letter to Brian while he was still alive, knowing that Gabby was gone. Yeah. Brian Laundrie's mother vowed to help him dispose of a body in a burn after reading letter, which has now made public for the first time. Roberta Laundrie told her son, who murdered his girlfriend, Gabby Petito, and went on the run before dying by suicide, that not even sin could dim her love for him. She wrote, "If you're in jail, I will bake a cake with a file in it. Wow. If you need to dispose of a body, I will show up with shovel and a garbage bag." The mom says that the undated letter was written when Petito was alive and well, before the young couple had even left for their ill-fated van life road trip around the United States in the summer of 2021. Yeah, it was found in the evidence. Doesn't make sense. It will now be used as evidence by Petito's parents, Joseph Petito and Nicole Schmidt, who allege it was written after their 22-year-old was strangled and when she was still missing. They're suing Roberta Laundrie, her husband Chris Laundrie, and the Laundries' former attorney Stephen Bertolino for emotional distress, alleging they knew about the murder and the location of the body but remained silent in a bid to help their son, which was 23 years old, escape justice. And I do believe that. Absolutely. Here's the bird apparently she drew. It says Roberta drew a bird on the letter she sent to her son Brian, pictured when he was pulled over in August 2021 to be quizzed over domestic violence allegations. Attorneys for both sides argued over whether the letter, which was found with Brian Laundrie's belongings after his remains were discovered in 2021, was relevant to the civil lawsuit during a hearing on Wednesday in Sarasota County, Florida. Ultimately, 12th Judicial Circuit Court Judge Danielle Brewer determined the letter could be relevant to the case and ruled that the Petito's lawyer should get a copy. I agree. It's telling him that it doesn't matter what he does, that's bad. She's going to be there for him. She's going to help cover it up. The Petito family's attorney, Patrick Riley, shared the document with Newsweek, and here is Roberta Laundrie's letter. This is it, guys. On the outside of the letter, Roberta Laundrie had written, "Brian Christopher Laundrie, burn after reading," along with a drawing of a bird next to the word remember. Burn after reading? Really? Sounds to me like that's a little suspicious. So below is the deck. Okay, so here, this is a letter. "I just want you to remember I will always love you, and I know you will always love me. You are my boy. Nothing can make me stop loving you. Nothing will or could ever divide us, no matter what we do or where we go or what we say. We will always love each other. If you're in jail, I will bake a cake with a file in it. Wow. If you need to dispose of a body, I will show up with a shovel and garbage bags. If you fly to the moon, I will be watching the skies for your entry. If you say you hate my guts, I'll get new guts." This is her telling him it's okay that he murdered his girlfriend. That's what it sounds like to me. Remember that love is a verb, not a noun. It's not a thing. It's not words. It is actions. Watch people's actions to know if they love, not their words. Is this her okaying that he murdered his own girlfriend? What the fuck? Therefore, I am certain that neither death nor life, not angels, not the ruling spirits, not things present nor things to come, nor powers from above, nor powers from below, nothing in the entire created world can separate our love. Neither hostile powers nor messengers of heaven nor monarchs of earth, nothing has the power to separate us. Romans 8:38. Nothing can separate us. Not hatred, not hunger, not homelessness, not threats, not even sin, not the unthinkable, not the thinkable or unthinkable can get between us. Not time, not miles, miles and miles. Here's what she wrote. Brian Christopher Laundrie, burn after reading. That was on the front, I believe. There's a letter, which I'm reading now. And it says, legal battle over Roberta Laundrie's letter. As we all know, the letter references burying a body, bringing a shovel, and burying a body. Petito family attorney Patrick Riley said in court as he argued for his client's rights to use it in their upcoming civil case. Those are criminal acts, by the way, that Roberta Laundrie has said she would commit. And this is true. It's in her own words. Chris and Roberta Laundrie have not been charged with a crime in connection with Gabby Petito's death. Well, they should be, because they aided and abetted their son. I'm telling you. The Laundries' attorney, Matthew Lucas, said the document was simply a loving letter that Roberta Laundrie had written to her son months before he left for his trip. Really? Then why did he have that letter with his belongings when he committed suicide? That tells me she said to him, yeah, we know what you did, and it's okay. It's okay, son. We'll help cover it up for you. In an affidavit filed in Sarasota court back in March, Roberta Laundrie said, while I used words that seemed to have a connection with Brian's actions and his taking of Gabby's life, I never would have fathomed the events that unfolded months later between Brian and Gabby would reflect the words in my letter. Bullshit. I did not want anyone else to read it, as I know it is not the type of letter a mother writes to her adult son, and I did not want to embarrass Brian. Why? By ratting him out? In that letter? That is why I wrote burn after reading on the envelope, and I knew that Brian would know what that meant. I am not appreciative that he actually kept it. Wow. The grieving Petito family say the Laundries internationally caused emotional distress during the nationwide search for Gabby Petito after she disappeared, noting the couple ignored their calls and texts during the investigation. But the Laundries court filing said they had no obligation to speak to the family during that time. Yeah, I remember that. That was some bullshit. After the judge ruled the letter should be released, Roberta Laundrie gave a statement to Newsweek through her attorney, Matthew Luca. Of course she did. The letter to Brian was written prior to Gabby and Brian leaving my home for the trip. Again, bullshit. I ask that you read it in its entirety and understand that the letter contains other phrases beside those highlighted by Pat Riley for sensationalism and to bolster his case, the statement said. I truly love my son and simply wanted to convey to him how much he meant to me and how much I loved him. I'm sure people will use phrases all the time to express their loved ones, the depths of their love. Yeah, not like that. Not saying that to help you bury a body and you're going to put a file in his fucking cake if he's in jail. Like, really, lady? Although I chose words that I thought would be impactful with Brian, given our relationship, the letter was in no way related to Gabby. Yes, it was. Please read the entire letter before you believe the hype put out by the Petito family attorney, Pat Riley. Oh, she's got some balls. The Petitos dismissed Roberta Laundrie's statement as self-serving and a statement that Riley provided to Newsweek on their behalf. They also alleged the letter had been written much later than she claimed. The family said in a statement, a reasonable reference is that it was written after Gabby Petito was murdered and is evidence that the Laundries and attorney Bertolino were aware of Gabby Petito's demise. We look forward to having a jury determine when the letter was written at the time of the trial. And I guess Newsweek reached out to Stephen Bertolino via email for a comment. The murder at the heart of the dispute. The young couple had left Blue Point, New York together for their cross-country trip on July 2nd, with plans to document their van life journey on Instagram. But there are fears the relationship had become violent, with police stopping the pair in Moab, Utah in August after witness claimed they had seen Laundrie hitting Petito. Oh my God, I remember that. So on September 1st, Laundrie returned to his family's home in Florida in the van alone, and the Petito family reported Gabby Petito missing later that month after becoming concerned that text messages they had received were sent by another person. Yeah, I fully believed he obviously murdered her, came back home to tell his parents so they knew and tried to help him cover it up. God, he even looks like a snake. Brian Petito was named a person of interest, and his parents reported him as missing in mid-September after a massive manhunt. Brian Laundries' remains were found on October 20th in a preserve not far from his parents' home in Northport, Florida. It was later determined he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Before taking his own life, Brian Laundrie wrote in a notebook he was responsible for his girlfriend's death. He claimed she had been injured, and he decided to end her pain for her. And there's just a bunch of links down here. Anyways, guys, what do you think of that? I think it's disgusting, and I'm glad they're being sued again, and I hope they have to pay their asshole, because what they did to Gabby's family, not responding and making them wonder, I couldn't even imagine that. I mean, I'd probably end up in jail because I would hurt them. Yeah, if it was my kid, oh my God. Yeah, I'd be busting down that door. You know what I mean? Like, as a mother, you say all these things because you're thinking, like, how could you do that to another mother and father grieving? It's disgusting. I'm still disgusted with them. But that's the latest update on the Gabby Petito situation. I'm glad they're suing again. The first time they got $3 million, and this time I hope they get more. I really do. Anyways, it's sad. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments. I full-heartedly believe that they knew about Gabby's murder, and they tried to help Brian cover it up. Yeah. And they knew where his body was going to be. It's just, it's all bullshit. Anyways, just let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.